Hi, hello. Welcome to the Razzle Dazzle Show.
Hey, Matt. We are the Razzle Dazzle Show, and we are playing Berserk B.I.T.S. It's this game. Right now it's the demo, right? See? But the game should be releasing later this week, and we just had our episode with the developer of this game and Berserk Boy, Zoo. His episode just came out. This game is about to come out this week, and we just thought, what better time to do a little indie showcase than right now?
Crime busting. What are we, like cops?
We are internet cops. So remember the movie Osmosis Jones?
Oh yeah, dude, I love that movie.
We are Osmosis Jones, but for our computer.
The computer took a pill in the form of this game.
Kind of. It's just like we are internet cyber cops, and there are viruses on the internet.
The entire internet. We're policing the whole internet.
We're policing the entire internet basically, and we fight viruses just like that.
We're that guy from Kim Possible. What's his name? The guy.
Oh my god. The guy in the chair.
Oh, yeah, the guy in the chair.
God. Wade? Is it Wade?
I think Wade. Yeah, Oracle, whatever. Wade. You know, Oracle from Batman. That's us.
Not
we're over
Oracle.
here, not really doing anything, but like providing a voice so that it feels like there's more going on behind the scenes.
That's so funny.
Be careful. So... There's a blue oval right in front of you. Yeah, that one. Oh, good job.
Obviously, this is taking clear inspirations from Mega Man Battle Network, right? But that's just all in visual and aesthetics. So yeah, man, this is the game. Now it sucks because like we don't have like much else to. This is supposed to be idle, therefore like we're supposed to like, you know, be actually working on stuff. You know, this is just supposed to be on the background while we like just do things on our computer. So like it's weird like doing
let's do
things
on our computer. Jared, open up your email. Let's draft an email real quick. I want to send a strongly worded email to the corporate HR department for Flanagan's Store 20. I saw the supervisor verbally abusing one of the 15-year-olds that was like bussing for them or something. And that's like the perfect thing right now. I have literally nothing better to do, so I will make up an issue to do in the background while this game does its thing. Wait, so you don't actually have to like be him when you're fighting those things? He fights them automatically?
No, he fights them by himself, dude.
Cool. You know, it's funny that you said Osmosis Jones and not the Wreck-It Ralph, because there was like a Wreck-It Ralph movie where this is exactly what they do. They're like walking around like in between websites and stuff, and I think they fight viruses. I don't know.
No, it's Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. Yeah.
No.
That's okay. It was an okay movie.
I just remember.
I mean, like,
what?
It wasn't bad.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember any I've seen two Wreck-It Ralph movies, the actual one and then the Breaks the Internet one, but I can't really remember what happens in either of them. But the Breaks the Internet movie is kind of cool because it sort of looks like when they're in between websites or whatever, they're walking through this like maze or something, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of nice. Like that's what this reminds me of. I've always wanted to like play in some sort of like cyber in between websites sim sort of thing. I know it's stupid and like not what the internet is at all, but like that's why it's a genre, you know?
Yeah. I think Osmosis Jones is definitely a better movie than Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, absolutely.
It's funnier, has a lot more charm than the other one. Oh. And yeah, man. Like,
speaking of Osmosis Jones, the first time I watched it was actually in class. Did you ever have Mr. Shaheen for science in middle school?
Oh my god, Mr. Shaheen. The name sounds familiar.
Mr. Shaheen's class was right near where the art class was. What was that lady's name? I can't remember her name. But there was an art class that was like upstairs all the way at the end. Mr. Shaheen.
Oh, I took a class there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Mr. Shaheen's class. He was a science teacher. He was this somewhat short guy with a goatee, and we watched Osmosis Jones for the first time in his classroom. I mean, I watched it for the first time in his classroom. I had never seen that movie before, and oh my lord, am I so happy that he showed it to me, because I have watched it since then at least like 5 different times.
It's a great movie, dude.
It really is
such a great film.
And it's funny because it's educational, but it doesn't let you know it's educational. It tricks you into learning.
Yeah, and I like the live action portions with Bill Murray.
That's true. Yeah, Bill Murray is just great in any capacity. But it does a really good job of blending the two, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So anyways, this is the game. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. I know this is very very thrilling, and I mean, honestly, like, real talk, this is a very interesting, fun game to do, like, in your pastime, right? And again, this is meant to be played while you're just doing whatever you're doing on your computer, and this is just running in the background, and sometimes you interact with it. During my conversation with Zoo, I mentioned that, like, I've never played a game like this before, and normally, like, something like this will not interest me. But since I like Mega Man and even Battle Network, like the anime, that was like fun to watch. I'm like, you know what, let me try it out. I tried it out while like editing some episodes for the show, and like it was actually pretty fun, because sometimes with the slog of work, I look over and this little dude like brought like some cool new collectibles. I'm like, go, yeah, man, thanks.
Yeah,
cool,
it's
dude.
nice. It's nice to have a little companion over. Like I also don't like idle games too much. I mean, I've never really played an idle game on my phone or anything like that. They don't catch my interest. But if you're gonna be like, if you spend a lot of your time on your computer, just, you know, doing stuff, whatever, this is nice to have like a little friend down there just kind of doing stuff on the side. Like, he's doing his own things, you know. He's saving the internet. You're writing indignant emails to Flanagans. It is what it is.
So something I was gonna bring up in next week's Delta, but I think this is a good time to talk about it now, just because. Have I told you that I started trying to get into the X-Men? Have we talked about that?
I think you might have mentioned it.
Yeah?
Because I remember talking about how X-Men is like just as big as the rest of Marvel. Like X-Men is part of Marvel, but like just the X-Men stories alone are like the same as however other many Marvel things, IPs and stuff there are.
Yeah, and I'm quickly learning that for myself. And there's a lot of X-Men content, right? So yeah. I decided to start with the original X-Men the animated series from the 90s. Mainly because I feel like those 90s shows like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, kind of represent in a the best way possible of like what at the core these characters are about, right? Definitely Batman the animated series, one of the best Batman pieces of media, period.
Absolutely.
Superman as well. Spider-Man the animated series, I did an episode on it with Alex Robson from the Spider-Man the animated series podcast and Batman the animated series podcast. Shout outs to them. I mentioned that I did not like Spider-Man the animated series for a couple of reasons, and I finished now recently X-Men the animated series, and man, I did not enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it all that much.
You know, that's understandable. And I know this might be like a cop out, but I will say that nostalgia plays a big factor into our enjoyment of like those things. Like, just to like bring it full circle, right? You're really into Mega Man, which is one of the main reasons that you like that this game, you managed to give it a shot, despite your prior, I'm not really into idle games and stuff like that. Was Mega Man like something that you found in your childhood or whatever?
No, kind of. My first Mega Man game was Mega Man ZX, and I think I started that late middle school, early high school. But here's the thing, I'm not a big Mega Man fan. I love Mega Man. I love the games, they're fun, especially the X series and the Z and Mega Man Z Zero. They're fun, but I'm not like heavily in love with the franchise.
Maybe Mega Man was a bad example because the games itself are fun anyways. Okay, let me use my own experiences, right? So nostalgia factor being a big thing in cases of, oh man, I love this so much. This is like one of the greats, whatever, because people talk about the 90s X-Men like crazy. Like when they brought back those X-Men for like new episodes and stuff, people were wilding out about those. Kingdom Hearts.
Are you talking about X-Men 97?
Yeah.
Okay, here. So I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, so I finished X-Men the animated series. I then watched X-Men Evolutions, and then I watched X-Men 97. I love X-Men Evolutions and X-Men 97, but the original animated series is not. What I don't like about it has nothing to do with what the X-Men are, right? I love the team. I love the characters. The powers are cool. What the X-Men, like, as a franchise is supposed to, I guess, represent, like, it talks, like, the stories it's supposed to talk about, and it does, is, discrimination and, being different and, like, people not liking you and for how you look, how you are, all that stuff. And I all that stuff is great and compelling, and I love watching those stories, right? And I love learning about those stories, even especially in the other shows. My issue with the original show is it hardly focuses on any of that. Like, to me, it barely focuses on the actual problems mutants experience within the world. Like, season 1 was basically all about introducing each character of the team, and there's like 6 or 7 of them, so like there's enough content right there just having a couple of episodes dedicated to
a character,
one character for a season. Great. Okay. Love it. Okay, whatever. Most of the episodes are one-offs, right? Season 2, we're getting like arcs, kind of, parters, 2-3-parter episodes, like the Phoenix Saga and then the Dark Phoenix. Like, those are told pretty accurately to what they were told in the comics, which is cool. But I wasn't really all that into it because season 2 shifted to like what was supposed to be mutants and how they are in the world to aliens. And it's just everything is in outer space, and it's just the X-Men fighting aliens. It just becomes more sci-fi than anything. And I get it. It's the X-Men. I get that there's supposed to be like some give and take for this, but like for the majority of this entire show, we're dealing with sci-fi extraterrestrial stuff, and I'm like, okay, but that's not, to me, that's missing the point of what the X-Men are, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you could have left that to I don't know, like the Avengers, if they did like an Avengers,
right? Yeah, like, so
or something.
I'm glad you brought that up, because if I wanted to read or watch something, a superhero, Marvel superhero team or whatever that I know deals with aliens, yeah, I would rather watch or read the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, if only there was like a intergalactic superhero team set in the Marvel universe.
Exactly. Then I would watch those. I'm here for X-Men for a different reason. Even though I'm just starting out, I already knew there's a specific angle the X-Men come at for their storytelling, and just to find that the majority of what I got from this show was none of that, right? Like I understand for the Phoenix Saga and the Dark Phoenix stuff that has to do with aliens, but that's just the story. I get that. Yeah, let's have that. That's our little bits of like, changing things up. Cool, man. I love it. But
maybe I think maybe just little kids liked aliens. Those episodes did really well, and they probably just made more of those. Which it sucks, but that's the reality of television, unfortunately.
The best episode, in my opinion, was a solo episode with Cyclops, and the entire episode was about him going to his old orphanage and helping out the kids who were being used by the Purple Man, Kilgrave, for like crime or whatever. It's a self-contained episode. And that episode does everything that I want to see from an X-Men product, I guess, where we see how different mutants are being treated, even just orphans, normal human orphans or otherwise, air quotes normal, right? How they get misused by, bad people and whatever. And just like overall, the episode was great. It was well paced. Usually Marvel shows, Spider-Man, the animated series, and this show, like usually it's fast-paced, go, go, go. Everybody's talking. There's like no time to breathe. And I hate that. I'm spoiled by Batman. I hate that so much. But like this episode did all the things right. And it's weird because like X-Men 97 is a continuation of the original animated series. It's the same characters, same world, same timeline, same, whatever. And I've only seen the one season because that's the only thing that's out right now. And just the first episode alone in that show is way better than the entirety of the 90s, the original show, in my opinion. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Maybe it's just
I don't know. I'm ranting. This is a whole tangent. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's a product of its time. The 90s, man, they were a time where people were kind of waiting on the new millennium, Y2K, 2000s, like the monochromatic year, future-esque. And there's nothing as futuresque about like aliens and there's nothing as futuresque, especially in the 90s, than like sci-fi, So maybe it just came out at an awkward time where they felt like maybe they would have like a broader audience if they just shifted onto that. But I understand those are valid complaints. We say as we speak over a idle RPG that is super retro futuristic.
Yeah, I'm also like not into like all the apocalypse stuff.
I wouldn't even be able to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know nothing about X-Men except some like Wolverine stuff. I haven't even seen the OG X-Men movies.
Really?
I've seen like bits of the first one. I wanted to like get into it. Like I had a plan. I'm like, I'm gonna watch all of these movies, and then I'm gonna watch like the new ones from the new like the with the new cast and all that stuff. And then I found it difficult to get through the first one because it was so like early 2000s. Maybe I'm different now. I was like 16 at the time.
I'm like hesitant on rewatching those just because like I know they're not great. I remember them, and I know they're not like fantastic, right?
Yeah, right. Like, do you want to spend like 2.5 hours on an already busy week watching like I don't know, like X-Men X2?
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. It's weird because like Hugh Jackman is like a perfect Wolverine.
Yes.
Haley Bailey or Haley, what's her name?
Berry?
Storm? Halle Berry. She's a great Storm. The actor for, like the casting choices are great. Like they fit those characters. But like it's everything else that I'm like, dude. I'm not, I don't know. I think the Fox movies are kind of what pushed me away from getting into the X-Men as a kid. So I don't know.
What constitutes an RPG, Jared?
Numbers. You see all those numbers going up? You see that level, right? Role-playing game.
There we go. Okay.
See, Yeah.
Do you take on a role? Do you personally take on a role? Because I've heard it said that Fallout 4 is not an RPG. What's going on there?
What?
I've heard it said by some like elitist pricks that Fallout 4 is not an RPG just because it is not as just because it is more linear than older Fallout titles.
That makes zero fucking sense.
Well, no, I agree,
it's
but
linear?
I agree with what you're saying. However, like, what genuinely constitutes an RPG? Is it a game where you take on the role of something? Because if that's the case, then you can argue that anything is an RPG. Or is it a game where you specifically level up? In which case, I mean, there are a lot of games where you level up. Maybe not with like a specific level, like number, but as you get new power-ups and new abilities and stuff like that, you are technically leveling up. So again, what constitutes an actual RPG? Where can you legally put the RPG title on a game?
I don't think there's like a hard answer to that, man, because The Legend of Zelda is an RPG, and you take the role as Link, right? And you do whatever it is you do, but there's no levels. Like, you don't level up. There are no stats.
Right, you don't level up. However, people agree that Legend of Zelda is an RPG.
It's an RPG. What are common, I guess, mechanics for an RPG are stats, is leveling up, is raising your stats, a skill tree or whatever, right? So The Witcher or whatever, games like that. Fallout 4, you create a character, you are this character, there are stats involved. It is a hybrid shooter / turn-based game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, some are turn-based, some are shooters, some are sort of both with the VAT system. It's weird.
Yeah, because like sometimes you're like shooting someone, but like the game stops and you're like, where do you want to aim?
Exactly. Right.
I hate that about Fallout. I tried Fallout 4. I can't do it. I don't like it.
Yeah, the VAT system isn't for everyone. I think it's one of those situations where if you just kind of grew up with Fallout games, or if you played Fallout games in the past where the VAT system was actually better, you just kind of used to it. Like, you expect it in like the newer ones. And I promise you, if Fallout 5 came out and it didn't have like that like pause and choose where to aim thing, people would complain about it easily.
Yeah.
By the way, I looked up RPG. Here is the actual genuine definition. It is a rocket-propelled grenade.
No. I mean, yes, but not for
no, I'm not gonna look it up. I think it's best left to the community.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a broad term. It's a very broad term in what it means. So like, there's the technical aspect of an RPG, which is levels and skill trees and all that stuff, and then there's like the more casual, I guess, definition of a role-playing game.
What do you feel?
Yeah,
what do you feel like it is?
Yeah, right. Like, I think you said Halo. Like, you can consider Halo an RPG.
I didn't say Halo, but I think so. Yeah, I think.
Oh, you didn't say Halo? I thought Halo, and I thought you said.
No, but I would agree. I would agree. Yeah.
It's a shooter. It's a first-person shooter, first of all. But like, can you argue that you're role-playing as Master Chief, as this character called Master Chief? Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, if you
can argue that,
if you assume a role, therefore, it should technically be a role-playing game.
Yeah, that's where like a soft definition comes in. I think the hard definition is the technical aspect of it. Like, yeah, this
right.
Is
like, what's the expectation of somebody who is about to purchase a game and you tell them RPG, or the game has like the RPG title on it?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah, I think most games can be considered an RPG. Like, kind of like, I struggle with that just because like, since there's so many other kinds of genres, like, there's the Metroidvania genre. You're taking control of these characters, but are you really? No, I think for Mega Man or Mega Man and Metroidvania, kind of. Mega Man games, Metroid games, Castlevania games, everything in between, Hollow Knight, Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus. Ori, like any of those games, I wouldn't necessarily consider those role-playing games because I don't think it's like you're taking the role as that character. It's just like you are moving this character through these environments. You know what I mean?
If you're like if you're standing 10 toes down and you're being like, yeah, like, no, these are RPGs because you assume a role, then I think you're just being facetious. Like the technical aspect, I think, is what you said, right? Like if you see numbers and you level up, then it's an RPG. If you don't see numbers but you're still like in Zelda, right? You're upgrading, you're getting new weapons, you're getting new skills, right? You're actually upgrading your character. Like Link starts off with 3 hearts, but he ends up with like 50. Yeah, you can. It's an RPG, dude. It's an RPG.
Yeah. Also, you've been saying 10 toes down a lot lately, I've been noticing.
That's like something my roommate says, and I think I just kind of picked it up.
Okay. Oh, cool, man. Let's just end it off here.
No, this was a fun little showcase. It lasted way longer than I thought for an idle guy, but I mean, this is fun. This is definitely something that I can see like somebody who just works on their computer a lot having on the side, just because, it's fun. You got a little guy who's like saving the internet while you're working on whatever you work on.
Yeah, man. Go download this game. Go buy it. It's gonna be out soon this week. Play the demo in between. Yeah,
try it out. Try it out right now. It's free. It's free. You don't lose anything but 2 seconds.
It's free for now until like you have to pay it, or you still can just download the demo. It's whatever you want to do, man. Try it out. Again, it's a passive. It's a passive game, so you just gotta take that with a grain of salt. If you're not into it, you're not into it. If you like these visuals, man, like, hell yeah, dude. Go do
I'm sorry. I can't believe it took me this long to like say this, but it kind of feels razzle dazzle. Actually, the color scheme, the like faux Y2K-ish aspect of like what the internet is thematically supposed to feel like. Yeah, it's.
I love it. I'll take it. Hell yeah.
All right.
Sponsored by the Razzle Dazzle Show. I'm kidding. No. All right. Well, see you on the next one. Check out the developer of this game's episode that came out a few days ago, Zoo. He's a great dude. He also made Berserk Boy, which is a actual Mega Man-esque game, which is a lot more action-packed. So like, there's the difference between the two. This is very passive. The other one's like very go. Go check out that episode. Go check out all the other episodes we have. Follow us on our socials and subscribe, like, comment. That's what people say on YouTube, right?
Yeah, something like that. Do the click the bell. Click that bell, and we might surprise you.
Oh, sure. We will definitely surprise you. We have some other Let's Play stuff in the works, and that should be coming out soon. So, anyways, later, boys.
All right, bye. Go away.